Come here to Stockholm to interview the team at Voddler to find out a little bit more about the new film streaming app for OnSoftware.
Voddler is a very unique advertising-based video-on-demand service launched in Sweden. We have close to 1,000 titles, which majority, 90% of all of them are free to watch. You spend 2 minutes before the movie, and then the 1.5 hours coming to that is free. It comes from the VOD, so video on demand. I think the important is that the technique, the whole technique that actually we built, the Voddler net streaming technology, that is sort of the base for everything we do. It's a world unique product that is sort of secure with 30 patents of actually how you stabilize, how do you put movies out in the peer-to-peer network, how you slice different movies, how do you pick the slices from other of your peers and actually put the film together in high quality DVD quality. So everything of that is sort of connected with the 30 patents.
Yeah.
And of course that's what sort of brings the attention from investors that it's a fantastic technical platform. The basic business model can be is very similar to Skype or Spotify, for example, where you actually have a very big base of the product is actually advertising based. The model called freemium, sort of a connection of freemium and a premium content to customers. So 90% of our catalog of movies are actually free to watch, and 10% are newer movies, one year, maximum 2 years, that you actually pay a small fee to access for 24 hours.
Okay.
And so that's the business model. So big base of customers that will bring them in using viral marketing, and in our case, invites. Get everyone happy, and then for those who have a need to watch newer movies, you pay a small fee to get access to them.
Okay. And do you plan to keep that model in place, or do you think it's going to evolve a little bit as Voddler?
No, I think we're very, very happy with the model. In fact, the advertising base generates great revenue already to our content partners, and some of them was actually quite surprised in December when they got the checks.
Right.
Because it's very rare that you pay more than the minimum guarantees.
Okay.
So we're very happy. We sell a lot of advertising. We have 5 guys fully employed of actually just selling advertising our service on a great cost 1,000 rate card. So that's really, really nice. So we will definitely keep it 90%, as I said, the rule of thumb. 90% of all the content should be free in our catalog, 10% the maximum should be transaction based, so you pay a small fee. Some movies are available in different windows. After the cinema release, it comes into the DVD release window, actually when you can buy the DVD or you can rent it. So that's all the video distributors get that chance.
Okay.
So that's why we have it. We would love to be able to have great movies, as for example here in Sweden we launched the Surrogates last week on the service. We would love to make that free, because we believe we will actually earn more money to that, but we have a very good contact with our content owners, and we are very happy to work with them and try to sell the content we get as much as possible.
And that's the big question as well. Do you think you will ever get to the stage where you are offering films that have just been released as at the cinema?
We hope. Of course, we need to work very, very close and in a very good partnership with our content owners. But I think that, for example, as I explained a little bit, Avatar is the most downloaded service ever, or movie ever on the Pirate Bay. And I think if you will allow a window of opportunity of actually being able to watch the movie at the same time as the American cinema premieres, have that for 2 weeks, I think that will actually make it thousands and thousands of Swedes actually watching it legally and paying for the movie. And I think actually there's quite a lot of people that would actually like to pay a lot of money, not only 19 Swedish crowns or 39. I think actually you can charge 99 or 149 Swedish crowns to be able to watch it in good quality, good DVD quality with Swedish subtitles and in controlled environment. I actually think a lot of people will actually pay that.
Yeah.
And in that way, you will actually earn money of people not watching it, because you will, if you can't get it free or on a legal service, of course you will go to a legal service. Complete coincidence,
right?
But of course it was very good for us. And I think, of course, it was used by some politicians of a good example. Same as we know that Spotify, the launch of Spotify Sweden has made people actually, a lot of people have stopped illegal downloading music because it's so easy to get access to the music. So in the same way as we show in our figures, that a lot of people have actually stopped illegal downloading because it's easy access to good movies through Voddler. Yeah, no, I think Hulu have a great model, fantastic content, a very easy user interface where it's very easy to start. So of course we have, I've watched all our competitors, but of course and for ideas. Who had, of course, the problem is that fantastic technical platform as in peer-in-peer technology as well. But they, of course, they had problem with the content of actually accessing good quality content, and that was their problem. The Hulu model it's really set for everyone else in the business of setting. It should be easy to access great content, and sort of that's the rule or the learnings you can take from Hulu is that easy access to content make people willing to actually watch the content. And of course, if you, as in Hulu, have a great business model, saying it's an advertising-based model, then of course you get even more users. And of course, what differs us from Hulu is that we have our patented technology of actually streaming the movies cheap, so we can have a lower price to our customers, greater content, a library, and we can give it back money to our content owners, so they're happy with that. Main ones are Disney, Paramount, Sony, and their subsidiaries. And then of course the Swedish distributors and Scanbox, Palmokron, Atlantic, etc.
And are you in the process of doing more, or have you come to more or less a limit now? No, absolutely. Our goal is to have 100% of the Hollywood studios by the summer. Today we have approximately 60% of the content. Right. And we are, of course, in early discussions with the other partners of seeing to get their content, the other majors. And then now when we prepare our steps to Norway, and Denmark and Finland, of course we are very eager also to make deals with the Norwegian distributors of great Norwegian movies, and the same in Denmark, great Danish movies for the Danish audience. We share a lot of common with the Hulu. I would say that we have a totally different technical fundamental actually to work from. Okay, and that differs us from Hulu, and I know that Hulu's challenge is of course to keep sort of revenue share to their content owners, based on they actually based on the business model on an old model where you have a very high cost of distribution. The technology we use in our Voddler Net streaming technology, of course, makes it easier and cheaper to distribute the movies. Okay. So we can actually then give it back to the content owners, and also, of course, give it back to the end users of a greater free library of movies. Voddler was founded in 2005, so actually 5 years ago. So actually they spent the first years in business just developing the technique and the technology. It was actually a little bit more than a year ago, people we actually started with the sort of move of actually making it as a public product. So it took many years of development. Okay, so, and it's light years ahead of YouTube, for example. Yes, it would be. I think YouTube would have fantastic benefit of actually our technology. Okay. Because of course their major cost is streaming, distribution cost.